Verse 1, the Song of Songs, which is Solomon. So this is King Solomon, a forefather of Jesus Christ. He was in the lineage of Jesus Christ. King Solomon. Let's find out what King Solomon looks like. Read. Verse 5. Come on. I am black. King Solomon said what? I am black. King Solomon said he is black. That's what he said. But comely, black and beautiful. Black and beautiful. That's what we are. We are beautiful black people. We're not niggas. We're not spics. We're not monkeys. Okay? We are God's chosen people. The Israelites. The Israelites. Give me John 30 and 30. My brother, I want you to focus. Yeah, because the Bible written by black men, for black men, for the Israelites, by the Israelites. It's your book is written for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right. Where are you from the tribe of Judah? You're from the same tribe as Christ. Right. You're a lion. You are a lion from the tribe of Judah. Right. Come on. The book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30. Come on. My skin is what? My skin, and he said my skin, what my flesh looks like, come on, is black, is what? Is black upon me. Job said his skin is black. Right. Another prophet in the Bible. So this book, my brother, is written by our people, for our people. Salvation is for you. It's for you. God has called you. And it's time for you to keep God's commandments. And we went through God's commandments. We went through the fringes. Let me ask you another question about commandments. Do you eat pork? Do you eat crab and lobster? Like prawns? Do you eat it now though? Do you still eat it? You know, that's good. Because we have a dietary law. Means we can't eat pork, we can't eat shrimp, crab and lobster. Because this is what we got to do, we've got to build ourselves up in God's commandments. Because guess what? Even though this book was written for the Israelites, if the whole world kept God's commandments, it would be a far better place than it is now. Right. This world that we live in now is trash. Right. Fornication, idolatry, idol worship. Right. This world is a lot of crap. Right. And this is not the world that the Israelites are supposed to live in. We are supposed to be living in a rulership position. Because that's what God said. That's what God said about the Israelites. Right. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. This is about you. I want to build you up. This book is about you. And I'm going to show you what God says about you and your people. Bring it out. Come on. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people. It says, for thou art an holy people. You are an holy people. Come on. Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee. The Lord thy God hath chosen you. To be a special people, to be an ordinary people. To be a special people, to be a black British. To be a special people, to be a special people. You are the special people. Read. Unto himself. Read. Above, on the same level. Above, on the same level. Above. Read. All people that are upon the face of the earth. So that's what God said about the Israelites. We are above all people. And that's not what I said. That's not what any of the men said. That's what the Bible said about you and about your people. So that's why it is vital that we come back to God's commandments. It's vital that we come back to the understanding that Christ is a black man. That the Christian churches ain't teaching nothing but lies. We're casting down the Christian church. The pastor is just a businessman with a suit. A businessman with a suit that makes the Bible a lie. He makes the Bible hard to understand. The Bible said it is precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. But the pastor cannot get that understanding. Why? Because he doesn't keep God's commandments. Do you understand? So, I want to give you some more commandments. Do you know about the Sabbath day? You know about the Sabbath day? Tell me what you know about the Sabbath day. Come a bit closer. You talk really low. Just speak into the mic a little bit.
So we keep it holy.
Right, we keep it holy. Now, how do we keep the Sabbath day holy, Joey?
The Sabbath is a day of rest.
That's true. So, to keep it holy means it's separate. So, the question is, what things do we have to do to keep it holy? That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Because guess what? The understanding that you gave is a lot of what we learn in church. keep it holy, to have God in my heart, and then they say how, and they don't know. And they don't know. They don't know. So we're going to teach you how to keep the Sabbath holy, because that is a very important thing. Exodus 31:16, because the Sabbath was made for the children of Israel, and this is what the Lord said about the Sabbath. Okay, so listen up very close. The book of Exodus chapter 31 verse 16. Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath. So the children of Israel, you from the tribe of Judah, supposed to keep the Sabbath, come on, to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations. Now just in the time of Moses, throughout their generations. So you have to keep the Sabbath throughout your generations. So when it says throughout their generations, what do you think that means?
Through the rest of the generation.
Forever, exactly. Meaning today in 2022. So we're going to teach you how to keep it. For a perpetual covenant. Perpetual means ongoing, on and on, forever. Right? It is a sign between me and the children of Israel. So the Sabbath is a sign between the Most High and the children of Israel. Meaning that it's a very important thing to remember. It's a very important thing to keep holy. So now we're going to show you how to keep holy. Exodus, you know what? So there's stipulations on how to keep the Sabbath day holy and separate. You've been listening a lot, and I know that your spirit's bearing witness with this Bible. So we're going to help build you up, give you the commandments, okay? Because this is the first step into repenting and getting close to the Most High. You understand? Cool. Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. Come on. Remember the Sabbath day to keep you holy. So like you said, remember the Sabbath day to keep you holy. Come on. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. So it says 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. All your work. So if you've got a business, whether you work for a company, whether you do trading, whatever you do, on the 6th day, so on the 7th day, you have to keep it holy. You got 6 days. Sunday, which is the first day of the week, to Friday sundown. Okay? So the 7th day is what day? Saturday. Okay, good. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord. So the 7th day, Saturday, is the Sabbath of the Lord. And read that God. In it thou shalt not do any work. In it thou shalt do no work. So that's one of the first stipulations of the Sabbath. You cannot work. Now, we're in our captivity. So sometimes you might have to work to feed your family on the Sabbath. But the whole idea is that you strive, you pray to the Most High that you can get it off. So if you are in that position, you want to make sure that you try your best to get that Sabbath off. So you try your best to not work on the Sabbath. Yes, you understand that? Now, get Exodus 16:23. So we're going to find another stipulation. Okay, so there's main things that we have to do on the Sabbath to keep it holy. And we're going to teach you those things, okay? So read. Exodus chapter 16 verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. So this is the day before the Sabbath day. It says tomorrow is going to be the rest of the Sabbath. Let's see what they've done before then. Let's read. Unto the Lord, bake that which you bake today. So it says bake which you will bake today. How do you bake things? Great answer. You said put them in a fire. So you can see from here that before the Sabbath they were using fire to bake. Read. And sieve that which you thieve. Sieve means to boil. So when you're boiling something, it's like you're boiling potato pasta. They were doing this the day before, and what do? And that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning. And they laid it up till the morning as Moses bed, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm in it. That's fine. So it said you have to sieve what you will sieve and bake what you will bake the day before, and tomorrow you leave up what's left over. So that means you can't cook on the Sabbath. Okay? No microwave, no leaving it out of the hot sun. Okay? None of that foolishness. Okay? So you can heat up, for example, you can use fire to heat up your house. You can use the iron because you're not using it to cook. Do you understand? So that's giving you an understanding that you can't use the fire to cook. Alright? So you get that. So now, you can't work. You can't cook. Now, let's get buying and selling. Nehemiah 10:31. Yeah? Come on. Alright, so it's very important. Because the Sabbath, guess what? In the time of Moses, if we broke the Sabbath, do you know what the punishment was? No. The punishment was, I'm going to read it to you as well, is that we would be stoned to death.
Get out!
And if you run for Christ, probably every single Israelite right now wouldn't be standing here. Because we've all broken the Sabbath at one point. So we now got to come back to the commandments and keep the Sabbath holy. Okay, so let's read that. Nehemiah chapter 10 verse 31. And if the people of the land bring whale or any vittles on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy of them on the Sabbath day. So it says, if anyone bring ware or victuals is food, goods and items. It says you shall not buy it or sell it. So if you are selling items or if someone else is trying to sell you items, you can't do that on the Sabbath. So have you been out here shopping in Bristol before on a Saturday? Come on, tell the truth, man. It's alright. So you work on the Sabbath. Oh, you've been there for a week. Okay, so you don't live in Bristol. It's like, okay. So wherever you've been, I'm saying, on a Saturday, you cannot buy, sell, and work.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word